Hi Zesties! Okay, once again, I am too busy to cook. But you know, like I said, also, maybe this is a good thing because this is what made me start doing more mukbangs, which is what gets me the subscribe. Hey! 750 Zesties! Zesty Nation, rise up! Look, Popeyes is putting the paper thingy over the drink too. What's the story behind this? Although I find Popeyes tape to be less offensive to me than Taco Bell's tape. Okay, so I got 6 signature hot wings, which are absolutely incredible. Like, if you have not tried them, try them now. 3, well, it was supposed to be 3 tenders, but I got 4. And it was free. It was a deal. 3 free tenders with a $10 purchase. Red beans and rice. Did they not give, do I have to use my own? They always do that. They always force me to use my own utensils. Nope, I lied. Popeyes gave me a fork. Shout out to Popeyes, better than Taco Bell, who always makes me use my own fork to eat my Fiesta potatoes. Sauces are blackened ranch and Mardi Gras mustard. Yeah. But anyway, this location of Taco Bell is interesting to me. Usually I get the fries, but today I was just feeling red beans and rice, and that's good. This Popeyes typically hooks me up. Like, they'll give me extra. Like today, like I said, it was 3 tenders, but I have 4. Could be a little fresher, crispier, but as long as the wings are, I'm happy. But this Popeyes always has all kinds of problems. Like, I expect to wait 20 minutes when I go there. But they've always been like that. And I go there because they often hook me up, and I like the deals on the app. But like today I went in there and there was a woman working alone. Well, no, when I went in there was no one there. Like, I went in there and you could not see any person in there working. After me, a Cuban man comes in. And the woman comes out from the back. I need to get all of the signature hot juice and stuff that I can, because it's just amazing. Yes. Whew. Oh, wait. What am I doing? This needs to be dipped. And you know what? I should have been dipping. I might have to get sauce from my fridge. Do I even have ranch right now? Woo! Also, a flat could never woo! Dang. That's some strong flavor. A flat could never. Team drums all day. I don't understand anyone who prefers flats. That's like weird to me, but anyway. That did actually work well with the Mardi Gras mustard. But anyway, that was signature hot, man. So good. So, like, I saw, oh well, so the Cuban man came in behind me. And he told the woman about a soda spill. Like, oh, someone spilled soda. So then she had to clean up the soda, which made it take even longer. And like, I was just sitting there. So he had, see, here's the thing about the flats. What is the exact correct way to eat them? You have to break that bone apart, right? That flavor is so good. But like, you know, the flats are so awkward to eat. Hey, at least they were easier to dip in the ranch. The signature hot wings from Popeyes are so good. They're not skimping on the flavor at all. But anyway, I got the vibe that the woman does not speak English. And neither does the Cuban man. So I basically got forced to speak Spanish, which I actually love when this happens, because this reminds me of living in South Florida, where it's just like, maybe there are some people there that speak English, but pretty much everyone speaks Spanish. And if you're able to in any capacity, you will be spoken to in Spanish. Like, no one is going to be like trying to speak English with you. And that's very different in Tampa. Even though I live in a Hispanic neighborhood or whatever, people still typically like try to speak with me in English here, which I'm not hating on at all. It's just something I liked about South Florida, that I like practiced my second language every day, all the time. You had absolutely no other option. And here people prefer English typically. But anyway, so the guy starts, he looks at me with this face of like, what's going on? Da, 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 you know? And just look at that. Mmm. Mmm. So good. So I told him in Spanish, like, yeah, it's taking a long time, huh? And he was like, yeah. So he started talking to the woman, and he was like, I'm just here to pick up. And I wasn't even gonna butt into this conversation at all. I'm fine just waiting, playing on my phone. And the woman was literally like working there alone. So I did not want to she seemed like she had enough problems single-handedly running a Popeyes. And so the Cuban guy said, oh yeah, and he's picking up too. And I was like, you know what? That was so sweet. Because I'm very, like, non-confrontational. Or I'm the type of person where if I have a problem at a restaurant, like, I won't complain. I just won't return. But I'm not going to, like, do this whole, oh, yeah, I need my money back or whatever. Like, I don't really do that. So, it was nice for a non-confrontational person to have someone doing the confrontation for you, right? So he was like, yeah, he's waiting for pickup too. And then the lady asked for my name. And I said, Evan. And then she was doing this like she was hard of hearing, like, come closer or whatever. And then I realized she's hard of hearing, and I'm like, dang. Like, how do they have a woman who I'm not by the AC? Wait, let me turn it off. I'm back. Sorry, the AC is still going, but it'll turn off soon. Anyway. So, I should have asked for honey for the biscuit. Oh well. So I in no way want this to sound like I'm doing the whole, this is America. Ooh, doesn't that look so good? Ooh, like, I swear, if you have not eaten the signature hot wings from Popeyes, like, you have to do it now. They're literally, like, the best wings out right now. I mean, it's so out of this world. Anyway, like I said, I don't want you to think that I am doing the whole, this is America, you must speak English, blah, blah, blah thing. When I say this, I'm just saying this because I find it, like, weird or this could, like, easily cause some kind of problem or whatever. But I was like, how do they have someone working alone, period, but let alone a woman who does not speak English and is hard of hearing? Right? I'm like, bro, that's a lot of responsibility to put on that poor woman. And the food's great, so like shout out to her. Shout out to the Cuban lady working at Popeyes. To be honest, actually, I don't know if the man was Cuban and the woman was Cuban, but I do know that they're either Cuban or Puerto Rican. But yeah, it's so funny because like when I go to the Popeyes, I'm always like, what problems are they gonna have today? And I was gonna say like, oh, and if they don't have problems, I'm all happy, but I'm pretty sure they always have problems. Like I don't think I've ever been there without problems. But the food is so good and they hook me up, so like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish all this. But yeah, I do like when I get forced to speak Spanish though. Because oh, look at that. Just look at that. Like I said, in South Florida, there's no choice. You know, it's like Spanish or Spanish. You can't, if you say, sorry, I speak English, they'll just be like, there's no English option. There's no press one for English in South Florida. But like, here, I think especially because pretty much everyone who lives here is either Cuban or Puerto Rican. I feel that if you do not speak using a Cuban or Puerto Rican accent, people are not going to like, I don't know if it's not understand you or not want to talk to you or what, but like people like reject my Spanish. Like, I even said on one, I think I did a Popeyes video before about the same exact Popeyes. And there's this Cuban lady, or to be honest, like I said, Cuban or Puerto Rican, I really don't know which one. I often cannot tell unless they use like vocabulary that is very specific to one or the other. And there was some guy there. Like, same situation. She was there working alone. There was some guy there. They were speaking in Spanish. It was taking forever. She was the only one working. And I said, I forget exactly what I said to her in Spanish, but something like, oh, that's my order over there, or like something like that. And she just looked at me like, okay, or whatever, you know, and it's like, I don't know how many years that I've been speaking Spanish, but like many, like 17 or something like that. So, yeah, like that happens very often here in Tampa, that people will like reject my Spanish. Which made me not speak it so openly. Like in South Florida, I would just be like, you know, hola, me das una hamburguesa or whatever. I would not say, hello, give me a hamburger. I want a hamburger. You know, I would just kind of automatically like do Spanish. But here I only do it if I'm forced. Cuz if I'm not forced and I do it myself, they'll be like they often will, like I said, like reject my Spanish, and that makes me feel awkward. Woo! But dang, is the food good, and I'm getting full. Oh. I even thought about that when I got this. I was like, am I going to be able to eat all this? But with their deals, you know, this is what makes me sad too. I really need to, if I'm going to be doing mukbangs and stuff, I really need to do local businesses. I actually don't want to say the specific type of food I really want to show off, but it's a very Tampa type food. But I thought about going to a local, like a food truck today. However, the food is much more expensive. Like this cost $11, so it's like eating out has gotten so expensive. That's a big reason why I started cooking, you know. But now I feel like forced to get fast food. Because why am I going to spend so much money elsewhere? When I can get all this for $11. Dang, and that does really go well with the Mardi Gras mustard. Let me see. Is it better with the ranch or with the mustard? Still better with the ranch. Can't believe I left some. You want to know something though? I went to Church's Chicken for the first time. Go watch that video. But, Church's doesn't have these wings or whatever, but I was very surprised by how good the chicken was. And the biscuit was 1,000,000,000 times better. I mean, absolutely like 1,000,000,000,000,000 times better. I wonder if Church's has an app. See, because I like to use the apps to get the deals. I'm thinking right now, am I going to finish it or give up? Actually, though, what made me get food today and not cook was that I've started cleaning my apartment, and especially cleaning my kitchen, and I don't want to mess it up. But that's like the first step in making cooking videos. You know what I'm gonna do? Ooh. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I can finish it. See, and that's one of my weaknesses as a mukbanger. And why I feel like doing cooking, more like cooking is better, because I don't know if I can do the whole eating like a huge quantity of food. Because I'm full now, like full. And there are people who eat like 20 chicken wings or 30 or whatever. So, man, do I give up or do I keep going? I can't, you know what? I can't, Zesties. I can't do it. Well, I could, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel that that would be good. Dang. I am ashamed. I hang my head in shame, Zesties. And watch, I'm gonna turn this thing off and in 5 minutes I'll already be ready to eat it. But you know what? I am stuffed. I cannot finish it. There's a tiny bit of red beans and rice and one little chicken tender thingy. But I'm too full to finish it. Bye, Zesties.